Hello everybody, Prestito here, your second favorite Uniswap ape. So today I want to do just a quick overview of the pre-sales that have taken place and how they've performed, and then just cover Inertia, which is an upcoming token from Defi Profits. So before we get to that, I just wanted to say I'm thinking of starting a Discord server. I've had a few requests. Obviously, with Discord, it's a lot more neat than Telegram. So I'm thinking of making a whole lot of different channels, like whitelisting, where you post all the forms and upcoming pre-sales, general chat, all that type of stuff. So just an idea I had, and if you're keen on it, let me know. If there's quite a bit of demand for it, I can make it, and it'll help us find more gems and things like that in a more orderly fashion. And I'm also thinking of maybe doing pooling eventually. A group up, raise funds. Sometimes teams have minimum of like 50k. We can group up and contribute together. I'm thinking of doing that. If you're interested in that as well, let me know. As you all know, you can contact me on Telegram or Twitter. I always answer DMs, so it's nice interacting with everyone. So yeah, in terms of market overview, so these past few days have been a bit quiet, but there's also been some decent performers, and I think everyone's kind of waiting for the release of the Insured Finance, Polk Oracle, Nord Finance. These are all ones that have done the pools already, and they're going to be released in the coming days or weeks. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. We'll see how it all goes. So in terms of the last few ones, as we know, there was Exceed Me, which did insane. The peak was 24x. I don't think people had tokens, so I don't know if that's kind of legit, but I mean, people could have easily sold for like 8x. GGDAP, I didn't rate it good. I rated it average, and it did perform average. It did just below 1x, which is actually just below average, obviously, but I don't invest in ones that I rate average. Then XDEV actually got exploited. And it got wrecked, and I think they're trying to sort it out now, but that's not pro. Then Tenet did quite good. I think it did 3x. I'm not sure what it's at the moment, but there was gains. They messed up the launch kind of, but in the end still did good. Royal Finance also did decently. I think it went up to almost 2x actually, so I'll put that 2x. But overall, they kind of blew the hype by delaying it for so long. But in the end, at least there was still gains. So overall, you can see the market's kind of died down a bit. I think it's due to the Ethereum and Bitcoin pumping so much that people are more focused on that. But I do think Uniswap will have its time again. And, the past month, there was huge gains. I mean, everything was pro. So yeah, there's quite a few ones here coming up. But anyways, let's get to Inertia. So as I said, Inertia is a sale of DeFi Profits. They did R-based and 2-based, which both did really well. R-based did like 20x, and 2-based did about 4x at the peak, and then they had some sort of bug and FUD, and then people sold, but it's still currently up 1.5x actually from the pre-sale. So I mean, it's been a long time since the pre-sale, and it's still up, so that's good always. So that's why I decided to cover it, because it's another project of theirs. I covered all the previous ones. They all did well, so that's why I want to cover this one. As usual, just a disclaimer, my video is based on getting in the pre-sale, so I never really recommend buying on launch. Obviously, that's your risk to take, but this is my opinion on getting in the pre-sale. So let's go to their Telegram. They actually have 2,200 members, which is kind of the usual for their projects. They have quite a lot of members always, since it is quite hyped. So let's go to their website, and then later on we'll get to the tokenomics, and we'll get to their whitelisting. So the longer you hold, the more you earn. Simple. So with the current fees, it's for proving, staking, and reinvesting. It makes Uniswap difficult, obviously. So it says that Inertia is a distinctive yield generation protocol that provides incentives for simply holding the token and disincentivize selling. A DeFi protocol that circumvents the high gas fees but still allows the benefits of receiving yield gains. So this is done by utilizing a 0.5% fee to each buy and a descending sell penalty on sells, which decreases the longer you hold. So assume that is kind of like RFI, where, as it says here, when someone buys, 0.5% fees applied, and that is split amongst the holders. So your balance will always slowly go up. Then they have a descending sell penalty. So if you sell too early after you buy, you get penalized. There's a burn on the amount that you sell. As it says here, if you sell under 15 minutes from buying, there's 30% fee, which is really huge. I mean, people need to be careful for that. Don't get caught panicking and selling too early, then you're going to get wrecked. 15 to 30 minutes is 15. 30 to 60 is 5. 1 to 24 is 3. And then if you sell after 24 hours, there's only a 2% fee. And the sell timer is reset after each buy. So I think this is quite a nice mechanism to ensure the price will pump, at least from the pre-sale price, because in the first 24 hours, I mean, there's no reason for people to sell. And that's why I think getting the pre-sale can be quite profitable. So in terms of tokenomics, 5% dev fund, which is really little. I mean, that's like something like 6 Ethereum, 7 Ethereum. Uniswap liquidity, 40%. Then pre-sale, 45%. Two-based free claims. So if you're a top 150 holder of two-based, you'll have some claims. You can get some tokens. RMPL free claims, 3.5 if you hold more than 1,000 RMPL. E-stake free claims, hold more than 1,000 e-stake. So to qualify for the free claims, as we said, you need to hold those tokens. If you hold all three, you get all 3 free claims. And that will be available after 24 hours of launch. So 120 Ethereum pre-sale allocation, as I said, that is used for liquidity. So there is a bit of a lock on the pre-sale. So 30% is released 1 hour after the launch on Uniswap, then 10% every hour thereafter. And 100 Ethereum of the pre-sale is allocated for marketing and influencers, and 20 Ethereum is for the public pre-sale. So this is actually a play where I might even consider buying on launch, just because the pre-sellers don't get anything until, you know, an hour after launch, and then it's only 10% every hour after, and 30% after that first hour. So there's a good chance it can pump really hard in the beginning, in my opinion. So that's one thing to keep an eye on. And it has been audited by Roger Blackstone, which sounds like a pro auditor name. I mean, I can trust that name, hopefully. So to go a bit more into how to participate. So 0.5 Ethereum per person. Obviously, that's almost like 1.5 Ethereum of Uniswap Season 1 times. Actually, a bit more, maybe even 2 Ethereum. Yeah, it is about 2 Ethereum, so it's a decent amount. Don't send Ethereum if you don't have a Telegram username attached to when you get in the whitelist. 20 Ethereum, as I said, for the hard cap. If you hold 500 RMPL, you'll be able to submit your RMPL Telegram handle and wallet address for early access to the whitelist. The form to fill out to be on the whitelist will be announced in the RMPL DeFi Profits announcement channel. And you must still keep holding your tokens after you received your Inertia tokens. The whitelist will be the 9th of January at 11 a.m. UTC. So be ready for that. Here's the countdown timer. And the launch will be 3 hours after the whitelist at 2 p.m. UTC. As it says here, the RMPL was their first token, then R-Core, R-Base, and they also had 2Base, and all performed quite well. So yeah, it's quite straightforward and simple in my opinion, which I also like. It's a low cap gem in my opinion. It's got potential due to it being low cap, obviously. Obviously the team is Anon, but it is DeFi Profits who have launched various projects in the past that performed. So there is the trust in that. So overall, I think if you get in the pre-sale, you can make a gain. Obviously, the longevity of the project is questionable. But, you know, 2Base is still above pre-sale, and that was quite a while ago. So you could be safe. But, you know, I'm not giving any advice on holding. For me, it's just getting the pre-sale and making profits is what I'm covering. So in my opinion on that, I am quite bullish on it. I think it will perform. Obviously, as long as there's no bugs. But the idea seems quite straightforward. So if there are any bugs, I'll be surprised. but there's always a chance. And obviously this rating is considering the fact that there is no bugs. So in terms of a rating, these are the big boys. This is, this one is also really good, but I can't really compare, to those huge projects. So it gets a quite pro, not pronk, quite pro. So yeah, I rated quite pro. I think there's gains to be made. I honestly don't know how much. This Uniswap season is a bit strange, but we'll see. So yeah, that's my video on Inertia. Thank you for watching. As usual, like and subscribe. Join my Telegram. We always discuss things there and get into these early projects like Tweet, which is really exciting. So yeah, thank you for watching.